Hello everyone, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino, which is located off of Tropicana Boulevard here. And across the street is the Hooters Hotel and Casino. And looking further west on Tropicana, those towers there would be the Tropicana Hotel and Casino. Now getting back to the MGM here. The MGM Grand opened on December 18th, 1993, and the hotel is 30 stories tall, has 6,852 hotel rooms and suites, a 171,000 square foot casino, and over 850,000 square feet of convention space, which makes the MGM Grand the largest hotel in the world. But it didn't always start out this way. The first property on this site was actually a motel called the Golf Club Motel, which had about 160 rooms and was built in the 1960s. Then in the 1970s, a second hotel was built on the property called the Airport Marina Hotel and Casino, and it was likely named after the airport, which is basically right across the street there. If you go across Tropicana, it's about maybe a quarter mile from here. Then in 1989, the entire property was sold to Kirk Kevorkian, who would later build the MGM Grand, which how it stands today. And he was also the same person who built the Las Vegas Hilton and the current day Bally's Hotel. Though most of the older property was torn down, they did keep the old Marina Hotel, and that still exists today as the west wing of the MGM Grand. And I don't have a vantage point from here, but the hotel's so massive you just can't see behind it. When the MGM Grand opened in 1993, it had a Wizard of Oz theme, which explains the green exterior color. And the green color is supposed to reflect on the fictional Emerald City in the land of Oz, which was also green. And inside the MGM Casino, they also had the Wizard of Oz theme going there, and they had a complete replica of the Yellow Brick Road, which included replicas of Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion at the casino's entrance. However, hotel management later found the casino was not very successful with a Wizard of Oz theme, and during a remodel in 1996, they removed the Wizard of Oz theme from the casino, but they still kept the exterior color of the MGM green. And the MGM Grand is currently owned by the MGM Corporation and the Blackstone Group, which is a investment banking firm. And I'll just take a quick tour today. This would be the front valet parking area of the MGM, and just take a tour of the casino, and let's see what's going on inside the MGM. Just inside the valet parking area here, and also right behind the valet parking, let me see if I could zoom in, that would be the start of the Las Vegas monorail. And it's about maybe a 5-minute walk from here. There's a indoor corridor that will take you to the monorail, but you can catch the monorail. Basically starts here at the MGM, and it goes, I believe, all the way to the Sahara Hotel on North Las Vegas Boulevard, and it stops at a bunch of other hotels like Planet Hollywood, Harrah's, Flamingo, and also the Hilton too. And this would be the corridor that leads to the parking garage and the monorail, if you so choose to take it. And this is the MGM Grand main lobby area, check-in, and here's the bronze statue of the lion for the MGM. And the lion's even wearing a face mask as a precaution for the coronavirus. And like all the other hotels in Las Vegas, everyone's required to wear a face mask here.
I can see it, and I was laughing.
And this leads to the main casino area. Just have a ton of slot machines here, and further up there will be a whole lot of table games. Just to put this into perspective, the casino is approximately 170,000 square feet. So that's about 4 football fields of gambling. Just a massive casino area. And the table games are actually up ahead there, but it branches off over here. And it's probably gonna take a good 10 minutes to walk around this. To the right here is the lobby bar. Kind of not too busy today. It's a Friday evening. It should start getting a little bit busier than this. And over to the right, that's the elevators for the west wing of the hotel. And getting back, touring the casino here, more slot machines. This direction, it leads off to the retail shopping area, and they have table games pretty much. Here's some right over here, blackjack. They're spread throughout the casino area. And off to the right here, this is the corridor that leads to the shopping. And they also have some restaurants up here. But there's probably more restaurants inside the casino than there are down this corridor. But this would also be, it would almost have to be like a separate tour to continue down here. They got a bar off to the right. It's called Losers Bar. Very original name. And maybe I'll walk down here just a little bit, but looks like they have a craft steakhouse ahead and then a clothing store off to the left. But I'll just go back to the casino. We just barely started the tour. It'll take at least a good 10-15 minutes to walk around five football fields of slot machines and table games. And here's a jewelry store off to the right here. It's called Rock's Jewelers. And I find that most of the retail shopping areas at these hotels are pretty similar. It's mostly high-end retail, and it's primarily women's fashion, a lot of handbags, women's clothing, and a lot of jewelry stores as well. And then some parts of this casino, like even this part here, it doesn't seem like they're utilizing the space very well, as parts of it are kind of emptied out. So they have these electronic crap games here. They don't even have to pay a dealer and whatnot. But then this entire space here is just all empty. Looks like off to the far right there's a KA Theater, the Cirque du Soleil musical, and to the right over here is a Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill. So there's going to be a lot of restaurants and bars. And just walking down another corridor here. This would be the high limit area, which looks pretty empty today. And then here's another restaurant. This one's called Crush Fine Foods and Cold Beer. But I think when they built this hotel, I think even back in 1993, it was just overbuilt because it seems like they've always had like a hard time utilizing this entire space. It's just so massive. And then just about back to where I turned off earlier here. Got a Starbucks coffee off to the right. And here's some more table games up here. Got a couple crap tables and but this looks like all crap games over here. And then up ahead, between all these slot machines is another bar. This one's called the Whiskey Down Bar. And looks a little bit empty in the Whiskey Down. Looks like it has more of a sports bar theme. And to the right is more table games. This looks like mostly blackjack tables. And if you're into David Copperfield, over to the right here is the David Copperfield Theater. And more table games off to the right, and to the left is the casino cashier where you could cash in all those winning chips you're gonna get when you come here. And I believe the MGM has over 2,500 slot machines and over 170 table games. And here's some more table games. Got a roulette table and some blackjack tables, and they got so many of these even before the coronavirus. They were having a hard time keeping this place full. And not only is the casino massive, but also the hotel. The MGM is the largest hotel in the world, and not really sure how long it's going to hold that title, as there's another hotel in, I believe, Mecca, Saudi Arabia, that's going to have 10,000 rooms. So it hasn't opened yet, but when it does, that's probably going to be the biggest hotel. And here's the poker room, and it looks like they got one game of poker playing. And something interesting about the poker room here is over the years it's gotten smaller and smaller. They used to have the poker room up over here. There's a sports book behind all these signs, and it was just a massive poker room, well over 100 tables. And I would say now they're down to maybe 25, 30 tables. And, you know, like we just saw, there was just one table of people playing. So I'm not sure if that's more because poker's not too popular, or this is the buffet area, which is dark and closed because of the coronavirus. But poker just may not be as popular as it was, or people just aren't gambling as much. And here's the sports book area. This looks pretty much the same A lot of television screens up and whatever game happens to be playing here. And then this area behind the sports book, they used to have a lion exhibit here, and I believe it was right over here, like in this corner, just a big glass wall. And this was about maybe around 2010 or so. They took it out, and now it looks like they put in a sports bar, which is now closed. They just got a ton of bars here, so I think even now they got too many of them. But that also seems to be a theme with many of the Las Vegas casinos. They've been downsizing and cutting back on the extra stuff. I guess it was rather expensive to keep a group of lions. And off to the left here is the Hakkasan bar and nightclub, which because of the coronavirus is closed. And it's a pretty big nightclub. Can't really get inside of it, but right now. But it is 2 stories tall inside. And before being the Hakkasan, it was Studio 54. And more big screen TVs here. It seems like the hotel's kind of more taken on a sports book theme. Just a lot of TVs that play whatever game happens to be on. And here's a little bit of the shopping area. They have a few fast food places. Here's a Bonanno's New York pizza. I've never been here before, but let me check out to see how much it is for a pizza at Bonanno's. It looks kind of crowded today. A cheese pizza is $39. That's about typical for Las Vegas Boulevard. It's about $40 for a pizza. And here's more of the bar area, a lot of TVs and sports going on. And then this escalator here will take us to the 2nd floor. And there's a connecting bridge that goes over Las Vegas Boulevard, and it connects to the hotel next door, which is the New York, New York. And that hotel is also owned by the MGM Corporation. And here's the start of the outdoor pedestrian bridge. And across the street, that would be looking south, the Excalibur Hotel and Casino. And there's the New York, New York right there. And further up the street, there's the Park MGM that used to be the Monte Carlo. Pretty much this whole side of the street is owned by the MGM. And that will conclude our tour today. Thank you.